Are you struggling with mining in Starsand Island? I will show you every ore in the game and where you can farm it the best. Plus, tips and tricks you should be using in the Moonlight Forest. Here's my ultimate mining guide. We are at the start of the Moonlight Forest and here we can get actually all materials which we need early on. The yellow ones is the fluorite, which you actually will need from the early to mid game like a shit ton. Then we have the green ones, the quartz, which you will actually not need that much, so it's totally fine if you get like only like 20 or 30 of it. Then we have the tin, which you will need like a decent amount. This is like the nearly white ones, so also make sure to farm them actually nicely. And copper you will also need like a lot, which is like orange, so also make sure to get like a lot of copper. In the first part you definitely also should pick up succulents. You can see here you can make out of these nice dishes. Same is for the shrooms and also for the flowers. So make sure to pick them up, you will be happy to have them later. On top you also will have actually here a soil mount, which is giving you common ore chunks, which you can later use in the analyzer to get more rare materials, which you will need. Yeah, and then we can simply farm like the whole area here in front. This is all really valuable shrooms, flowers and materials. And also here's another soil mount, for example, and then we can move further. You also can see like on the minimap, I marked like the important chunks here. And also where's like a big spot of flowers. But the whole first area here is actually really valuable just to farm literally everything. Once we're over the bridge here, guys, you also can see here a really big amount of flowers. Also a bit of stone you can farm here. And then we also can pick up all these shrooms. That's really valuable actually. And then we can move down here. There we will find even more of the flowers, which you can make super easy recipes from. And if we move also here further, we will also have here another soil mount and a rune bird, which you will also need to farm actually for the early explorer quests. The next soil mount is here near the first gate actually. We have also a lot of flowers here, and even if we move here in, guys, you see you can literally farm really everything here. It's like really good, especially early on, just to get this. After we are through the first path, you see also here like a lot of flowers and shrooms, which you will be happy to make recipes for stamina early on especially. And then you also can check actually here the corner. Here you also have like additional shrooms. So here's kind of the same. You can just farm everything, which you can see here. You see like so many freaking flowers, which will be really valuable for you also later. And then we have here actually the first coal. So if you check also out the minimap again for the second part, you see we also have here like shrooms. We have a common chunk here. And then we can go also here in a bigger area with also iron and coal, which will be also really valuable in the early game. Yeah, so we pick up all the shrooms here. Then we just move further. And then we will have here actually a big spot where we also will be able to find a bit more tin if we need it. And also here in the corner is another chunk, which you definitely want to pick up. And then we also will find here the gray iron, which you will need a lot from the early to even the mid game a lot. We have so many shrooms which you can pick up. And here's also like a really good spot just to farm the iron out, because you will need like a shit ton of iron. Then you can activate here actually the bridge, where we can move over. You also can go up there, the ladders, but there will be not so much important stuff, honestly. So we just want to move on to the next really valuable point. Also, if we look here, actually, we see that here's just a big area where we can farm even a lot more. We have here again shrooms, iron, a lot of coal, another nice soil mount which you want to take with us. Also here's another soil mount. Here are really a lot of ore chunks with iron also. So that's really nice. So you can literally farm everything also here. Like the early sections are just so good to farm in general. And then at the first boss, guys, we also have another really juicy spot to farm in general. So here on top, we definitely want to farm like here the salt. That's actually super important because salt is really rare in the game. And this is like basically the best spot to farm the salt. And also the other materials will be still very good. So make sure that you literally farm this too. You can, by the way, farm also all materials in the forest once per day because it will respawn. So you should just make sure to make, especially in the early game, the first two sections here, because there you see really valuable stuff just on a really small area. After we are through the first boss door here, we have here actually gold. And gold is also one of the rarest things you actually have here especially early on. So here are two really big chunks of gold, which you also should make sure to farm. So that's why we also marked here this near the bridge. Then if we move a bit further here, then we also have again here two chunks, which we definitely want to get with us, because we will need a lot of them. And then we have like here a decent spot of quartz. In the mid game, the quartz will be a bit more important, so you also can farm this actually pretty nicely. Same for this spot and here. Then we're moving here up the bridge to the Azure Bay and moving here up the stairs to our next really valuable spot, guys. There's like one enemy, which is like not so important. But what is really important is that we have here again more iron and tin. The tin will be also in the mid game and a bit more important for crafts. That means we are now here and we can see here actually shrooms, uncommon chunk, really nice, tin, iron, primarite and coal. So another really valuable spot here in this area. That's why you also can just go here to farm again, also especially the iron, but also the other ones. You also can find like here blue lilies, which you can later need for flower breeding. And here we have the primarite, which will be also important in the late early game. So then you can go here over actually, but we want to actually drop down, because down we actually have also here again a lot of coal, which is also valuable. You will need this like for crafting a lot. And we also have here actually the rare yellow lilies. And also like blue lilies. On the other side, again, there's even more coal. So that's basically here the best coal spot you can farm kind of down the riverside. And at the elevator here, guys, we actually also can find the really rare lilies again. So this is also pretty good just to pick up, because you will also need them for some quests or for flower breeding. Once we're up the elevator, guys, we will also find here around the corner another nice soil mound, which we definitely want to take with us. At the second boss, we also have like a really lot of very valuable resources, especially here the gold and also the magnetite is super nice to pick up, because you will also need this for crafting later. We even have here in the corners more magnetite, which we definitely want to pick up. And then we have even also more primarite, which will be really nice for crafting. So also farming this here once per day is just really good, because it's just a really good source, especially for the magnetite, which you will need, for example, to make magnets. So once we're behind the second boss area, we are just moving here on top, because we will get also now actually one of the best spots of the kind of second stage of the maps. So here we also will be able to find actually a lot of primarite, gold again, and also flame collator. So in the back here, we just moved on, so that you can see where we exactly are at the grain hine. You can go in the back here. And here you will have like a really juicy spot with oilstone, with even fluff reef, which is also important for crafting, for example. And then you also have here another primarite spot. You have even gold again here, which is like super juicy to farm. And that's like the stuff you will need also like more in the late early game. Also diamonds already are here in this area. So this is like giga value really just to farm here this area. You have so many good stuff in just one spot. So once we're at the water wheel, we actually do want to drop down, guys. Because down here we can find elder grain. And elder grain you also can need for a lot of quests. You can use this for dishes, for example. And this is like the only really good spot to get it. So down here at the bottom of the water wheel, basically in the Darkwater Shore, there you can find a lot of it. And on top, you also have here another fishing place with actually a lot of different fishes, which you only can find here. Then at the top of the water wheel where we're coming here, you can also actually find again here another nice soil mound. And also I can show you on the minimap that here is actually not so crazy of an area, but we definitely want to get the soil mound in because the chunks are so valuable. Another one is also up here in this area. So the chunks we definitely want to take because they are already uncommon and really valuable. And even up here we have a third one. So here you can find in this area 3 chunks really close together. And also if you see here, there's the water wheel, and here in the corner is even another chunk we can just pick up. So 4 really good chunks just in one small spot. Then we move further into the forest, guys. We also can see here a bit of midnight herb and also actually plainberries, which are like here at this spot exactly. And we have also diamonds next to it. And the plainberries you also can use for dishes a lot. So then we're moving basically right in here, because here we also will have actually a pretty nice spot on the map where you can farm again a bit of gold. And gold is really important and really rare. So that's also really nice just to pick up on top, guys. So and then we're just moving up here, and then we have here again a lot of flame core. We have a lot of primarite and even oilstone. So a lot of chunks here actually. We just moved up a bit to like the Homeward Trait area. And here you can also find on top also some good flowers. Like here we have also the echo beans actually, which are pretty rare to get. We have also fluff reef, which you can get if your bag isn't full. And you also have actually diamonds on top. And here even more fluff reef. So this spot here is actually super juicy, guys. And if you put like a storage box in the Moonlit Forest, then you have also access actually to all your storage boxes, because this is shared. So you also can make this trick, and then you can go farming again if your bag might be a bit too full, guys. And then you can just farm the rest which you did not collect yet. So after we farmed this, we are just moving further deeper into the forest even. We're moving here just up the stairs. Then we get to the area where we have here another bird. And on the left, right side, I mean, we can go through here. And then we can actually also find here mirage sunflowers, which are pretty rare. And we basically are now at this spot on the bridge where you can definitely get some of these really rare flowers in. Then we just moved up these stairs a bit further. And then we can find here spirit fruits, which are also really rare, and you can also make good dishes out of it or just seed them on your own fields. Once we're on the top actually at the Serenitys Rest, we also can again collect here actually some of the mirage sunflowers, which are also only available at this spot. So then we are coming here actually to the position near this last boss. We are here, and here also a lot of good chunks and even more stuff. So you can just drop down here, and then we will see here actually rare chunks, which are really rare in the game. You can down here also get moonstone, even some flame core on top. You also see like here more spirit fruits you can pick up, and you get even the aurorite, which is like probably the rarest thing to find in the forest. And also just here a bit more flowers. Also this spot here, I showed even again, this spot here is also really valuable just to find your stuff in. And you just need to go deeper into the forest basically to find it, guys. So then at this place, we just need to shoot down the 4 lights on these statues. Then we can go over the bridge here, just in case you didn't know, guys. And then we're coming here basically to the last boss area. You can just move here also to find the moonstone, like in the corners basically. And on top you also can find here rare ore chunk, moonstone, aurorite, and even more oilstone. And also some flowers you can pick up. So you can like literally just go here and farm like the outer range. The boss will not really do that much to you if you just keep walking. And then you also have here a soil mount, which you definitely want to pick up because it's a rare one and gives you really good loot. You have here on top even more mirage sunflowers. And then you can just farm also this here on a daily base if you need the material for making like the most advanced crafts in Starsand Island. Then we are also moving here over this little blue bridge. And then we have also here another rare ore chunk, which we definitely want to pick up. So we are basically here now on this part of the bridge. And these are the best spots to farm in the Moonlit Forest, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for the best Starsand Island guides.